My name is Jane Kennedy, and I graduated from UC Santa Barbara in 2017. When I went to college, I had just finished 8 straight years of Catholic education. I was raised by a great family, I loved God, and I loved my faith. But I went into college deeply in need of being loved and being understood. And so I looked around my new sorority sisters and all of my new friends, and I saw the ways that they were seeking out this love in their own lives. And I decided that I would try some of those ways out just to see what it would look like. I stopped going to church. My first 6 months at UC Santa Barbara was marked by making different decisions to do things that I thought would really make me happy. In January of 2014, I met Jess. We were both in a van, headed up to the Walk for Life, and my thought was that I would jump in this van, go to the Walk for Life with a bunch of St. Mark's students, and I'd get to see my family, who all live up here near San Francisco. And so I got in the van and got to spend 6 hours talking to Jess about my life, and then she found out I was in a sorority. And so Jess decided that she really wanted to talk to me and try and see if she could get a Bible study going in my sorority. But of course, I was way too cool and didn't want to let that happen. So I ghosted her and very, very successfully avoided her for a few more months. When it got to March of my freshman year, I was so unhappy. I was waking up in the morning and at a loss for what my purpose was and what I was here to do. And I hadn't found that love, I hadn't found that true friendship that I had been seeking out in all of these different ways. And so I called Jess up finally and asked her to go to coffee with me. That was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And that's truly what I think is the most impressive thing about Focus. It's not about selling anything, it's all about friendship and authentic friendship. And as soon as Jess and I became friends, I realized that that's what I needed in all of my relationships, was to be with people who made me the best I could be, who called me higher, and who would lead me and encourage me towards heaven. So at the end of that year, my freshman year, Jess came in and told the women in my sorority that she wanted to start a Bible study in Delta Gamma, and we started it. The first few years, actually the first year, we had 3 or 4 people a week. But once we started praying with the Holy Spirit, Ellie Fugate, another phenomenal missionary, came onto campus, and she helped me grow that group. By the time I graduated, we had over 20 women coming every single week. 20 women out of 140. That's crazy. All of these women coming every single week because they desired that truth, they desired that love, and they desired that friendship that Jess showed me. When I graduated from college, I interviewed with Focus, but ultimately decided that God was calling me to be a mission in the field. So I moved up here to San Francisco. San Francisco has a phenomenal parish at St. Dominic's where there's a great young adults ministry. But what was missing for me was that level of friendship and that camaraderie that comes from being in a weekly Bible study. And so I reached out to the Facebook group with about 2,000 people on it and said, hey, does anybody here know of a Bible study that I could join, a women's Bible study? I got one response, and that woman said, yeah, we have one that meets Tuesday mornings at 9:30. As a young professional, I am working on Tuesdays at 9:30, but I had so many women reach out to me and message me and say that they were looking for something similar. So I took that as a call from God and created the Fully Alive Women's Fellowship Group here in San Francisco. Over the past year, I guess it's been a year and a few months now, we've grown to over 100 women. I host a weekly Bible study in my home. We have anywhere from 10 to 25 women who come. We've been able to really reach out and evangelize the young people of San Francisco, the young women who are moving here and are desiring to have a home and family and friendship, and we're able to provide that for them while walking with one another, running the race towards heaven. So it's just been an absolute honor to run this women's group, and what I'm doing now, which really does come from Focus, is raising up more leaders within that group so that I'm not the only one leading. Now we have almost every woman has had the opportunity to lead a Bible study, and so I know and I'm confident that when these women move on to their next opportunities, they will start Bible studies in their parishes, wherever life takes them. So I'm so grateful to Focus, not only for showing me what true friendship was, but for equipping me with every single tool that I needed to go out into the mission field that is this crazy city and really make an impact and guide women closer to Christ. So thank you, Focus. If you haven't supported Focus or you don't yet, I can personally attest to its life-changing ability to really encourage and empower this next generation, and we need it. We absolutely need it. So thank you so much, and God bless.